Hello everyone and welcome. I'll be sharing with you how I crocheted this ladybug. It's a very easy and quick tutorial, so if you're interested, then keep on watching. We begin this tutorial with a red color of yarn. I'm using a cotton yarn, which recommends a crochet hook 3.5 to 4, and I'm using a 2.5 millimeter hook. So make a loop. That's how I make a loop, and I think it's easy to follow. Now we'll be chaining 2. Insert a stitch marker on that loop on the hook. This will be our first stitch for the next round. In the second stitch, we'll be inserting 6 single crochets into the same stitch. And now pull that yarn to tighten this loop. Now moving on, we change the position of our stitch marker to that loop on the hook, and we begin this round by inserting, make sure you pick 2 loops on that stitch, and we'll be single crocheting 2 into the same stitch. That's the first single crochet, then insert a second single crochet into the same stitch. This is a repetition for this round. We are increasing by single crocheting 2 stitches in every stitch. Next round, we'll be increasing again by making 1 single crochet into our first stitch, and into the second stitch we insert 2 single crochets into the same stitch. Now repeat this all the way around, and your total number of stitches should go up to 18. Next round, we are still increasing again. So insert a single crochet into the first stitch. The second stitch is also a single crochet. And into our third stitch, which is this, we'll be inserting 2 single crochets into the same stitch. So that's the repetition for this round. Next round, insert a single crochet into the first stitch. Into the second stitch, also a single crochet. The third stitch, we are inserting only 1 single crochet. Then the fourth stitch, we make an increase by inserting 2 single crochets into the same stitch. So repeat this up to the end of this round. Your total number of stitches should go up to 30. So next we'll be inserting 1 single crochet in each and every stitch around. The total number of stitches in this round remains 30. Complete that single crochet round and cast off. Now change your color to black and let's make a loop. We are working on the wrong side of our piece, so pick a post like so, then pull this loop we just created through. And now before we continue any further, let's make a knot to secure this yarn from coming out loose. Insert a stitch marker into this loop on the hook. This will be marking the first loop for the first stitch for the next round. Now we need to make front post decreases. So we pick the next front post. So we do a front post decrease. So pull the yarn through that post, then pull the yarn through those 2 loops on the hook, and that makes the first front post decrease. Let's move to the next front post, pull the yarn through, then pick the next post, pull the yarn through, then pull the yarn through those 3 loops. So this is what we are doing, a front post single crochet decrease. So continue this way all the way around. Just watch carefully what I'm doing and you'll be fine. Now we've just completed that round of front post decreases. And in this next round, we begin with a single crochet into that first stitch. Then the next stitches will do a decrease again. So insert your hook through that second stitch, pull the yarn through, and the next stitch pull the yarn through, then pull the yarn through those 3 loops on the hook. So we are doing a decrease for this round, like so. So repeat this all the way around. Now before we continue any further, secure that stitch which was on the hook with a stitch marker and insert the cotton stuffings. Just bring out the form of this piece using the cotton stuffing. Okay, now we can continue. And in this next round, we'll continue with the decreases. So we'll be single crocheting the first, that's the first stitch. Be careful, it's quite tight. And the second stitch, pull a yarn through, and we'll be doing a decrease. So we'll be single crocheting 2 stitches together. And this will bring our number of stitches down to 4. Just take your time and carefully single crochet 2 stitches together all the way around. So next we need to cast off. Leave enough piece of yarn for sewing the opening. Use your tapestry needle and close that opening as shown. Now we will be embroidering the rest of the details onto our ladybug. So watch carefully what I'm doing and just do the same thing. Now we are done embroidering 1/2. Now mirror the same thing onto the other side. So this is how our piece looks like so far after embroidering everything. Now with the black color of yarn, we'll be making a loop. Now we are crocheting the head. Now chain 2. And don't forget to use your stitch marker. Into our second stitch of this chain, we'll be single crocheting 6 into the same stitch. And tighten your loop when you're done. Now into our first stitch in the next round, we'll be inserting a single crochet followed by a second single crochet. So we are increasing by single crocheting 2 stitches in each and every stitch. So total number of stitches should go up to 12. Next round, first change the position of the stitch marker, and we'll be inserting 1 single crochet in each and every stitch. So do this all the way around, and the total number of stitches remains 12. Now we are done. We need to cast off, so leave enough piece of yarn for sewing the head. Stuff this piece with some yarn, the same yarn, just cut a small piece and use it to stuff it. Now we'll be hemming around just the same way I'm doing, just to do the same thing all the way around. Now pull this piece of yarn just to close that opening a little bit. So we are attaching this head on this side, this part of our piece. We'll be using this pin just to hold this piece, this head, into position that it doesn't move around. Then we can peacefully sew or attach this onto the body of the ladybug. So watch how I'm sewing and just do the same thing. Now feed some white yarn onto the tapestry needle and we'll be embroidering the eyes. So watch carefully what I'm doing. We're just embroidering 2 eyes. Not difficult at all. So watch what I'm doing and do the same thing. When you're embroidering the eyes, watch your tension. Don't pull it so tight and don't make it loose. So just go with the feel and how it looks and you will be fine. So that is all we had to do, a very easy and quick tutorial. Thank you so much for watching.